I cannot believe this is happening, but Aero Rover is here with the next update, and also Cantarella will be the next playable character. Let's talk about everything that this update contains, because 2.2 livestream just concluded and I have so much to talk about. Let's talk a little bit about the new resonators. This is so interesting because Cantarella is not only a healer, but she's also a coordinated attacker. They also talked about the outro buff from her, since it's buffing havoc and skill damage. Also, her playstyle and animation look very fishy, very funny. A lot of jellyfish walking around her. Also very interesting is that she's actually faster than other resonators when she is swimming. And she can also go out of the water and just sit on a jellyfish, apparently. But even more interesting, in my opinion, is gonna be the new element for Rover. This time Rover is gonna have the Aero element. He's gonna be a mix of a healer and damage dealer. Very interesting is also that he's not only getting a new element, but he's also getting a new 5-star weapon for completely free from Kuro Games. Isn't that freaking crazy? And all you need to do is complete the main quest and you will get this 5-star sword. I'm not sure what the stats are of this. I hope it's not attack percentage. Then it's gonna be good. Looking forward to that. Cantarella also has a new signature weapon, which is called the Whispers of Sirens. It's gonna be best in slot. Also looks quite jellyfishy. Looks good. You can also see here Camellia is getting a rerun. You will see here signature weapon for Cantarella and Camellia. This is phase 1. Guess who is getting a rerun in the second phase? It's gonna be Shorekeeper. You can see it right there, Shorekeeper signature weapon. Another big highlight is of course the new main quest, which is gonna continue because this main quest actually is gonna be about Cartier and Fleur de Lis. Because Fleur de Lis is gonna be a new boss that we are gonna fight. Fleur de Lis, we're also gonna get her sword as an echo. So it's gonna be an echo ability. We also get Nightmare, Lampy Lumen this time. Glacier users will be happy. We're gonna get a bunch of new echoes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In total, it's 9 new echoes. That's very, very cool. You're also gonna get a new Phantom Echo. That looks amazing as well. Also, there's gonna be a new Sonata effect, which is gonna be very important for the new Aero Rover. This Aero Rover is gonna be about healing, but also about the new negative status, Aero Erosion. So as you can see here, Gust of Welkin is the new Sonata effect, aero damage plus 10%, and inflicting erosion on enemies increases aero damage for all resonators in the team by 15%, and for resonators triggering this effect by additional 15%. Aero damage buff for the whole team. It's gonna be very interesting to see this maybe in action. Maybe it's gonna be like a GN kind of buff. Very cool. They're buffing old units with this again. I think that's very interesting. So if you equip this, that's a 40% aero damage buff. That sounds kind of good. Then moving on, we have a new tactical hologram, Dragon of Dirge. That's going to be very exciting for me personally. I love holograms. That's my favorite content in the game. For Cantarella, there's also going to be a companion quest. This one is called A Fleeting Night's Dream. Also very cool is that we are getting 2 new regions. This one is called Avinolium. You maybe have seen it already. This is the castle in the sky, the huge cloud that's swirling around. We also are now able to enter Bior Waters. This mountain was in the game for a long time and finally looks a bit better. Cannot wait to explore all of these. And of course, we're getting a bunch of events. We have the Winds of the Past, an area exploration event. We have Avinulium Travel Atlas featured exploration event. Acropolis Documentarian, that's a photo event. Gift of the Still Tides is a 7-day log-in event, which will total to 10 polls in total, 5 limited and 5 standard polls. Then we have Virtual Crisis. This one is actually very interesting because it seems to have a lot of stages. I saw in the live stream something about 48 stages, so I don't know if this is like an infinite tower or something like that. And there's even a new title system in the game, and one of these titles can be unlocked if you do this mode. Co-op event is also coming back if you gaze into the Abyss Dreams. This one we had before. That's the mode where we were co-oping with other friends to defeat bosses. I think people actually enjoyed that mode, so it's nice that it's coming back. Of course, Lolo Campaign is coming back, giving us some asteroids and materials. Raguna Weather Forecast, this is a new platforming event, a new parkour event. This one actually looks quite fun. And lastly, we have the Wuthering Exploration for Whisperwind Haven. Yeah, they also added a bunch of optimization, such as the PC launcher is not gonna have to download the whole game anymore. Pretty much faster downloading. Color settings are now in the game. There is now an option for saturation and contrast, so that's pretty cool. quick access to supplies in backpack, so you literally can level up your characters and weapons faster. We now also have a story review option. The story that you play right now in the dialogue, if you accidentally clicked and you skipped the dialogue or something like that, that happened to me a bunch of times, you can now just review the dialogue that was spoken before. So if you missed something, you can just read the past dialogue. I think that's pretty cool. And as I said, there's also now titles in the game, and these ones are also quite interesting because you can flex on your friends. Imagine if you can unlock titles now when you beat Hologram 6 bosses and your friends don't have that. I think that's kind of a cool idea. They also increased the amount of waypoints and cascade sonars that you can place in the map. And that concludes the optimization. This new update looks freaking insane. I'm super excited to play Aero Rover, Cantarella, defeat Fleur de Lis, new weekly boss, equip her new echo and stuff. I wonder what the new story is gonna be about. Man, with the cliffhanger that we had in 2.0, I was freaking hooked to the story. And yeah, this looks to be quite exciting. Finally, we get some new story content. But that concludes also the video. I appreciate you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think about 2.2. Do you think this update looks good or not? Are you gonna pull Cantarella? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. See you next time. Bye-bye.